This is the Bekaa Valley in eastern Lebanon. It's also the site of an informal refugee camp, home to vast numbers of Syrian refugees. Among them is Mona, who has been in Lebanon for a decade and who asked to not be identified. She's frightened that Lebanon, which was once welcoming, has become increasingly hostile. She says her brother was among several men rounded up by Syrian troops and sent back to Syria.
The intelligence came at 5 a.m. They entered the camp respectfully. They didn't hurt anyone. If you came in legally, they didn't talk to you. If your residency ran out, they didn't talk to you. They only took the ones who came in illegally. They took these men and put them on the side and took them to Ebla. From Ebla, they deported them immediately. They gave them to the Syrian army.
The rest of the camp's men now no longer venture out. It's been 13 years since Syria's conflict broke out, and Lebanon, home to approximately 4 million people, hosts roughly 1.5 million Syrians. That makes it the largest refugee population per capita in the world, although only half are formally registered with the UN. But since Lebanon's economic crisis began in 2019, the country has been struggling, and Syrians have been bearing the brunt. Lebanon has organised voluntary returns for around 300 Syrians. But Reuters sources say more than 400 more were deported by the Lebanese army. For those caught up, like Zaina, who also asked to not be identified, there's no easy outcome. Her husband was deported last month and left her without work or legal status. Returning to Syria isn't much of an option. Her children were born in Lebanon and do not have Syrian ID cards, and their home in Homs province lies in ruins.